Yeshua spoke a lot about light. Yeshua, Jesus, Jesus, Hail Zeus, little Zeus. But he spoke a lot about light. And we seem to really have, although it's starting to fall apart now, be so obsessive about his words. What exactly did he really say? We obsess and we make these religions around his words. But yet I see religion falling down too. And I hear books like Joseph Chilton Pearce's The Death of Religion, amazing piece of work. Joseph Chilton Pearce's Biology of Transcendence, a blueprint for the human spirit. There's amazing stuff that's coming out right now, and a lot of people don't want to hear about the death of religion because they think if they lose religion that they're going to lose Jesus, and if they lose Jesus, they're going to lose themselves. But what I'm trying to say is a lot of people have never even found Jesus. Pray in my name. He said, pray in my name. What's his name? It's not Jesus. So you should say, in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, you're not praying in his name. And that's not what name means in Aramaic anyway. That word is Shem, which means if I say Michael Jackson, you're not just thinking the name Michael Jackson. You're also seeing his face, you're hearing his voice, you're perceiving his overall consciousness. All that he is, his overall vibration, his overall presence. So when Yeshua said, pray in my name, he was saying, pray with the presence that I pray from. The thing, as we watch all of these structures falling, and people like Father Thomas Berry had been talking about this 30, 40 years ago, and Thomas is like, look, it's all going to come down. The money system is going to come down. The governments are going to come down. He was saying 3 decades ago that these massive things were going to happen, and people weren't listening because they thought, oh, this is a bad thing. Understand, it's the law of entropy. Something's only going to go in a certain way for so long, and if the wheels aren't greased and the lubrication's not in the system, it's going to collapse. And that's not necessarily a bad thing when you are present inside of yourself and you're looking at those things that most people aren't willing to look at inside of themselves, so that as these transitions happen, they're not quite so intense for you. And the suffering is not quite as intense. And you come out the other side knowing who you are.